This is workshop number 2, and we're going to be talking about module 4 from the workbook, and it is about action plans. So I will start by telling you that I am not a relationship counselor and I don't profess to be one, but I do know that one of the wisest words that I ever heard, actually it's attributed to Mary Kay, and I used to be a Mary Kay consultant, and it was probably one of the best experiences I ever had. But Mary Kay would always say that you need something to do each day. So obviously you have your job to go to, something to look forward to, and someone or something to love. And I just know that when you're setting big goals in your career, if you have supportive relationships with your friends, with your co-workers, with your family, life is just much easier. And as you've heard me say before, you become like the 5 people that you hang out with the most. So if you need to get some good supportive friends, you can't really do much about your family, but you can certainly find supportive friends and a great network who will encourage you with any health and fitness goals, any work goals, or any finance goals. So when you do a mind flush on what you want from your relationships, because remember, everything starts with a mind flush, you need to think about short-term goals. So it could be something as simply as easy as telling your spouse or your kids that you love them every day, showing appreciation to a co-worker, smiling and saying thank you. My personal pet hate is when I hold a door open for someone and they just shove past me. It drives me crazy. So it's from little things like courtesy, saying thank you to someone who holds a door open, or not slamming the door in the face of someone who shoves through when you're holding it for them, which is something I want to do quite a lot, but I don't admit to. Or maybe something as easy as giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. If someone's done something wrong, presume they're just having a bad day, which is what I try to do. So those are some examples of short-term goals that will make your relationships more successful and more fulfilling. Medium-term goals could be things that require a little bit more effort. Becoming patient, like when people shove past me when I'm holding a door open. For me, it's not yelling at my kids, because when I get stressed, I tend to yell at my kids. It could be taking your spouse or kids on weekly dates. It could be starting a new hobby or a new club or something. I've just joined a book club, which is lots of fun and gives me an excuse to hang out with my girlfriends. Maybe it's parties at your house, maybe it's social events. What do you want more of? Don't rely on someone else to do these things for you. You have to step up. If you want to go out more, then invite more people out. If you want to go to more parties, host a party yourself. If you want to be part of a business group, go and join the local business groups. And then you have long-term goals, which take a lot of time and effort to build, and that would be something like having a great marriage, being an amazing parent or supportive family member, or a great friend. And if you do the little things each day and you put yourself out in the world, joining different clubs, different societies, having get-togethers, encouraging your friends to participate in things that you're doing, then the long-term goals will come. And so something that I encourage people to do, and it sounds very kind of structured and regimented, if you want to be seen as a caring friend, set aside one day or one morning each month to write cards, or set aside 5 minutes each day when you're going to send text to people. If you're using the 50-minute blocks, in that 10 minutes downtime, send a few texts out to people just to let them know that you're thinking of them. They don't know that you scheduled it into your day. They just get the text or they get the card and feel great because you thought of them. So whatever your number one relationship goal is, because you're going to go through, do your mind flush, and then prioritize the things that you want to achieve. Some of those can be the little things like sending texts. Some of it could be fixing a really big relationship that causes you a lot of issues and a lot of heartache or frustration. I will tell you, if you go online, there are so many online group and online coaching programs for any kind of relationship issue that you're dealing with. And a lot of them have free newsletters or free information that you can get. And you can fix anything if you want to. You don't need expensive counseling. You don't need psychotherapy or anything like that. You just need to want to change. Unless, of course, you have a medical issue, then that's a whole nother thing. But if you want to change something, go online, try and find a program that will be able to help you. And then For those other things, the little things that are easier to fix, just make a plan and then schedule time for date night. Schedule time to sit down with your kids and do homework if you want to build that relationship with them. Schedule time to socialize with friends and family, and just make an effort. And then you'll suddenly find that everything just kind of comes together. And obviously anticipate all the obstacles that could prevent you from getting together with friends or joining different groups that make you feel part of a team or part of a group. And then the other thing you need to do is decide what your key values are for your relationships. If you look back at module 1, what are the emotions that you want to feel in your relationships? Is it loved? Is it connected? Is it important? Is it valuable? And so you need to try and look at all the situations where you feel those emotions and build them into your relationships. And then decide how you want people to see you. You know, do you want people to know that you always treat people like you want to be treated yourself, that you give everybody a second chance, and that you try and have a positive impact on the lives of everybody that you meet? I try to see the best in everybody that I meet, and I take them for face value. Unless they're being mean to me, then I just presume they're having a bad day. So I always see the best in people, because most of the time people step up and live up to your expectations of them. So go through this module. It shouldn't take you too long unless you're dealing with a very difficult relationship issue, in which case go online and find a program that can help you with that particular issue. But often just going through the day with a smile on your face and a forgiving attitude will make the biggest difference in your relationships. Good luck.